power of decision is the cornerstone of success and personal transformation. The simple act of making a decision can serve as a profound catalyst for change. Too often people sit in a state of indecision, feeling stuck and unsure of what to do next. This hesitation can create a sense of confusion, leaving them feeling overwhelmed and paralyzed by choices. However, once you commit to a decision, something magical happens. A clear path opens up, and the energy you once spent on doubt and uncertainty is now channeled into purposeful action. When you make a decision, you remove ambiguity and doubt from the equation. It's as though you suddenly declare, this is what I am going to do, and I am no longer going to question it. This moment of clarity is a powerful force because indecision is one of the biggest drains on mental energy. It keeps you stuck in a loop of overthinking, constantly weighing options and possibilities, but never moving forward. The energy that could be spent on achieving a goal is instead wasted on the internal struggle of deciding what to do. The importance of making a decision goes beyond simply choosing between two or more options. It's about committing to a direction with full conviction. When you decide, you align yourself with your deepest values and desires, which makes it easier to move forward. This decision is like a compass, guiding you through life's uncertainties. Instead of letting life happen to you, you take control of your journey, directing your actions and energies toward what you truly want. Making a decision is the ultimate expression of self-trust. It's you saying, I believe in my ability to make this happen. One of the greatest barriers people face when trying to take action is the fear of making the wrong decision. They worry that they might choose the wrong path or make a mistake. However, this fear of failure is often more paralyzing than the decision itself. What many people fail to realize is that decisions are rarely permanent. The path you choose can always be adjusted or redirected as you gain new insights. The real failure lies in remaining in a state of indecision where nothing changes. When you decide, even if you make a mistake, you're still moving forward, learning and adapting. Each decision, whether it leads to success or failure, is an opportunity for growth. Furthermore, the act of deciding creates momentum. When you make a decision, you take the first step toward your goal. This initial action, no matter how small, builds momentum, which is critical in the journey towards success. Often, the hardest part is not the action itself, but the decision to act. Once that decision is made, it becomes easier to continue taking the next step and the next. Momentum builds on itself, and before you know it, you're well on your way to achieving what you set out to do. In essence, decision-making is about taking ownership of your life. It's about no longer waiting for external circumstances or people to dictate your path. When you decide, you become the author of your own story, shaping your future with every choice you make. The power of decision lies not in the options available to you, but in your ability to commit fully to the path you've chosen. It's about trusting that once you decide, the resources, opportunities, and solutions will present themselves in unexpected ways. Massive action is about overcoming the inertia that often keeps us stuck. When you're aiming for something extraordinary, the natural tendency is to take the path of least resistance. You may delay your progress by focusing on things that don't matter, or taking small, safe steps that keep you busy but don't move the needle. However, massive action requires you to step outside of your comfort zone and take bold steps that might feel uncomfortable or uncertain. It pushes you to be brave in the face of fear and uncertainty and to keep moving forward even when you don't have all the answers. It's about showing up every day with the mindset that no effort is too small and no challenge is too great to stop you from making progress. One of the keys to massive action is the concept of persistence. It's not about taking action once and waiting for results. It's about consistently taking actions that lead to forward momentum. People often give up too easily, especially when the results don't come immediately. They might try something once, see little progress, and then quit believing it's not working. But true success rarely comes without persistence. It's in the consistent effort, the repeated action, that breakthroughs are made. Massive action means showing up every day, pushing past the initial discomfort, and keeping your eyes on the end result. The beauty of massive action is that it creates momentum. Momentum is a powerful force that makes future action easier and more natural. The first step is always the hardest because you're breaking through the resistance of your own doubt and hesitation. But once you start, the energy you generate propels you forward. Each small success, each step forward builds on the last and gives you the confidence to continue. The more you do, the more you can do. The idea is to build a cycle of action where each success feeds into the next and your ability to take action becomes easier and more instinctive. Massive action also means being willing to course correct when necessary. Often, the initial plan or strategy won't work exactly as you hoped. Things will go wrong and unexpected challenges will arise, but massive action doesn't mean blindly following a single path, regardless of the circumstances. It means adapting and adjusting as you go. It's about learning from mistakes, identifying what's working and what's not, and making the necessary changes to keep moving forward. This adaptability is what distinguishes those who succeed from those who give up when things don't go according to plan. The key to massive action lies in commitment. It's about making a decision and then backing it up with everything you've got. This level of commitment requires you to put aside distractions and excuses and focus fully on your goal. It's about not letting anything get in the way of your success. When you commit to massive action, you're not just hoping for success, you're actively creating it by putting in the effort required to make it happen. In the end, massive action is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It's the force that propels you from where you are to where you want to be. It demands courage, persistence, and an unwavering commitment to progress. When you take massive action, you transform from someone with hopes and dreams into someone who actively creates their future, one step at a time. The results of this kind of action speak for themselves. Massive action leads to massive results, and those who take it will inevitably see their efforts pay off in ways they never imagined. Focusing on the outcome rather than the process is a powerful shift in perspective that can significantly enhance your ability to take action and achieve your goals. Many people get bogged down in the details of how things will unfold, often getting overwhelmed or discouraged by the complexity of the journey ahead. They become so focused on the steps, the obstacles, or the potential failures that they forget to connect with the end result, the reason they started the journey in the first place. Focusing on the outcome, however, means you keep your eyes firmly on the goal and remind yourself of the why that drives your actions. When you focus too much on the process, you risk getting lost in the weeds. You might find yourself constantly rethinking your approach, adjusting your plan, or worrying about all the variables that are outside of your control. This creates a sense of confusion and doubt, leading to inaction or procrastination. In contrast, when you focus on the outcome, you allow yourself to get emotionally attached to the vision of success. The why behind your actions becomes the fuel that drives you rather than getting distracted by the how. Instead of worrying about every step, you simply ask yourself, what is it that I want, and how will I feel once I've achieved it? This helps clarify the end goal and keeps you motivated through the inevitable ups and downs. When you shift your focus to the outcome, you begin to see challenges and setbacks not as reasons to quit, but as temporary obstacles that can be overcome. The outcome remains clear in your mind, and you realize that the process, however difficult or uncomfortable, is merely a stepping stone toward reaching that desired result. The power of focusing on the outcome is that it empowers you to push through moments of doubt or resistance. When you know why you're doing something, when you feel a deep connection to the end result, it becomes easier to stay committed. The difficulty of the process fades into the background because your attention is on the bigger picture, on what you stand to gain by continuing forward. Another aspect of focusing on the outcome is the ability to break down large, overwhelming goals into smaller, manageable milestones. The end result may seem far off or even unattainable, but by focusing on the outcome, you can more easily map out the steps needed to get there. You realize that each small victory brings you one step closer to the ultimate goal. These small wins create momentum, and this momentum helps propel you forward, making each step feel more manageable. Rather than looking at the whole mountain, you focus on the next part of the climb, knowing that each step is taking you closer to the summit. Focusing on the outcome also helps you to maintain a positive, empowering mindset. When you are emotionally connected to your goal, it creates a sense of excitement and passion, which fuels your drive to take action. This emotional connection becomes a powerful motivator that can carry you through periods of uncertainty or fatigue. Instead of feeling overwhelmed by the unknowns of the process, you trust that every action you take is contributing to the result you're striving for. In life, it's easy to get caught up in the busyness of daily tasks, to become fixated on all the things that need to be done. But when you remember to focus on the outcome, you cut through the clutter and prioritize the actions that move you closer to your goal. By keeping your eyes on the prize, you maintain the energy and focus necessary to take decisive, consistent action. The outcome is what gives your journey purpose and direction, and it is this vision of success that will keep you going no matter what challenges arise along the way. One of the most powerful tools for accelerating success and overcoming challenges is to model those who have already achieved what you desire. By observing and learning from others who have walked the path before you, you can gain valuable insights, strategies, and perspectives that can dramatically shorten your learning curve. The concept of modeling isn't about copying someone else's life exactly, but rather about understanding the principles and behaviors that led them to success and adapting those to your own unique situation. When you seek out role models, you tap into a wealth of knowledge and experience that you might not otherwise have access to. These individuals have faced many of the same obstacles you may encounter and have already developed strategies for overcoming them. They've learned what works and what doesn't, and by following their example, you gain the benefit of their wisdom without having to make the same mistakes. Whether it's in business, personal development, or any other field, the most successful people are often those who have studied and modeled the behaviors of others who have come before them. Modeling also helps you to recognize the mindset and habits that contribute to success. It's not just about learning the technical aspects of a particular field, it's about understanding the mental and emotional approaches that drive extraordinary results. Successful individuals often share common traits such as resilience, discipline, focus, and the ability to take risks. By modeling these traits, you can begin to cultivate the same mindset that propelled others to success. It's this inner transformation that enables you to make the external changes necessary to achieve your goals. Moreover, when you model someone else's behavior, you gain clarity on how to approach challenges in your own life. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by problems, you can look at how others have navigated similar situations. Their journey can serve as a blueprint, offering practical solutions and strategies that you can apply in your own circumstances. This process not only helps you take action more confidently, but also prevents you from reinventing the wheel. Instead of feeling stuck in uncertainty, you move forward with a clear plan based on the proven actions of those who have already succeeded. It's important to remember that modeling doesn't mean copying someone else's exact path. It means learning from their approach and finding what resonates with your own unique strengths and circumstances. No two journeys to success are the same, but the core principles often are. The key is to find role models who inspire you, who have faced challenges similar to your own, and who have shown that success is possible. Whether you find these role models through books, interviews, mentors, or direct interaction, the lessons they share can profoundly impact your own growth. Furthermore, modeling also involves learning how to push through fear and setbacks. Even the most successful people have faced failure, doubt, and obstacles. However, by modeling their behavior, you can gain insight into how they responded to these challenges. It's often not the failure itself that determines success, but the ability to keep going after setbacks. Those who succeed understand that failure is simply part of the process, and they use it as a stepping stone to greater achievement. By modeling those who have already reached your desired destination, you position yourself for success. You learn the tools, techniques, and mindset necessary to move forward with confidence and resilience. Rather than feeling lost or uncertain, you draw inspiration from those who have already proven that it is possible to achieve what you aspire to. Modeling gives you a clear path forward, helping you avoid unnecessary detours and accelerating your journey towards success. Fear is often the biggest barrier standing between you and the success you desire. It can paralyze you, hold you back from taking action, and make you doubt your ability to achieve your goals. However, the key to overcoming fear is not to avoid it, but to take action in spite of it. Fear is a natural and universal human emotion. It's not something that can be eradicated or completely avoided. It's a response to uncertainty and the unknown. The real power lies in how you choose to act in the face of fear. When you take action despite fear, you break its hold over you and start moving toward your goals with confidence and clarity. Taking action in the face of fear doesn't mean being reckless or ignoring the risks involved. It means acknowledging the fear and choosing to move forward anyway. It means not letting fear dictate your decisions or paralyze you into inaction. When you act despite your fear, you show yourself that you are capable of handling challenges and uncertainties. Each action you take, no matter how small, builds your confidence and diminishes the power that fear has over you. Over time, the more you face fear and take action, the less control it has over your life. Fear thrives on inaction. The longer you hesitate, the more your fear grows, feeding off your doubts and worries. However, when you take the first step, you disrupt that cycle. Even if that step is small, it signals to your brain that the situation is not as dangerous as it once seemed. Every time you take action, you are proving to yourself that fear does not have to stop you. Each step forward reduces the power of fear and increases your resilience and belief in yourself. Often, we allow fear to hold us back because we fear failure. We worry about making the wrong choice or not succeeding at the task we've set out to do. However, failure is not the end of the road. It's simply part of the journey. Failure is a learning experience, not a reflection of your abilities. When you take action, despite your fear of failure, you give yourself the opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. It's in the process of taking action, making mistakes, and learning from them that real progress occurs. Every successful person has experienced failure along the way, but it's their ability to persist through that failure, to take action again and again, that ultimately leads them to success. Another important aspect of taking action despite fear is understanding that the more you face fear, the more it loses its grip on you. Initially, fear may feel overwhelming or paralyzing, but the more you push through it, the easier it becomes. You begin to realize that fear is often an illusion, a mental construct that only has power when you let it. With each action, you prove to yourself that you are stronger than your fear, and you build the mental toughness necessary to keep going no matter the obstacles. Taking action in the face of fear also allows you to gain momentum. Fear often feels more intense when you're not moving. It thrives on indecision and hesitation, which is why inaction makes fear feel so much more daunting. However, once you take action, you generate momentum. Momentum propels you forward and makes each subsequent step easier. The more you act, the more natural it becomes, and the more empowered you feel. This momentum helps you to push through fears that might otherwise hold you back and moves you closer to achieving your goals. Ultimately, taking action despite fear is a transformative experience. It shifts your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. It helps you build the courage to face whatever comes your way and the resilience to keep moving forward. Fear is an inevitable part of the human experience, but it doesn't have to control you. By consistently choosing to act in spite of fear, you develop the strength, confidence, and momentum needed to achieve your dreams and move past any obstacle standing in your way.